Welcome to today's debate on evolution and creationism. We have two groups who will discuss the origin of life and the universe. This group will argue on the evolution, while this group will present the case on creationism. Let's begin with our first speaker.
Thank you, Ms. Speaker, for giving us this opportunity to talk about this topic. We, as the creationism team, we believe that the universe and life were created by one supernatural being. And this being is based on religious texts, specifically on the Christianity religion. Christians believe that the universe is created by one supernatural being who is God. And this God is categorized into three categories. The first category is God the Father, and the second category is God the Son, who is Jesus. And the third category is God the Holy Spirit. We believe that even though he's categorized into three parts, he is entitled into one being. We believe that he's the father of everything that is created on earth. The sea, the skies, and even the underwaters that cannot be reached. Thank you.
I stand with evolution because there's a lot of evidence provided scientifically which shows things how they change over time. A philosopher named Daniel also believed in this theory. He said this theory helps us to understand life easier, other than to understand it spiritually or relying on higher beings. An example that I can make out of this is that long ago, apes and humans shared 98% DNA, which showed that we had a common ancestor. With that said, right now, as time went by, we continue to evolve as humans, changing from apes to humans. Thank you.
Okay, as speaker number one has said, that creationism is a belief that everything is created by a supernatural being, which is also called intelligent design. Everything and anything on earth is created by God. And we are told that on Genesis 1, verse 1, that the earth and heaven was created. And it was darkness, and God said, let there be light. It took 7 days for God to create anything on earth. On day 1, God created light and separated from darkness. Then number 2, God created the firmament, separating the water above and the water below. Then number 3, God created the sky, the sun, the moon, and the stars to illuminate the earth. Then number 4, God created dry land, sea, and vegetation. Then number 4, God created birds and sea creatures. Then number 5, God created humans and animal land. Those humans are male and female, which were Adam and Eve. And on day number 7, God rested. And on day number 7, God rested and blessed the Sabbath. With that being said, that everything on earth is created by God. This thing of natural selection is not true, because I disagree with natural selection, because those natural selection, they are created by scientists. Those scientists, they were also created by God, because we are told that human, male or female, are created by God.
It is evolution for me. The scientifically supported theory that all species of life have developed from a common ancestor through natural processes. There are many key scientists that contributed to our understanding of evolution. For example, Charles Darwin introduced the concept of natural selection. Let us illustrate an example of natural selection. Let's say you have, suppose you have one orange and you take 2 seeds from it to plant. Then you expose one seedling to sunlight and you keep the other seed in the shade. As a result, the plant exposed to sunlight will undergo increased chlorophyll production, and it's more likely to survive and reproduce compared to the shaded one. These traits will be passed to its offspring. These differences in growth and development are the example of natural selection. And it emphasizes that we have developed from common ancestor.
Creationism can be taught at schools and can encourage critical thinking. It can be presented as comparative analysis. This approach can help to do not affect any other specific religion. Creationism can be taught as historical and cultural perspective. I believe world, universe, and life and human are the creation of God. Teachers can teach children about creationism by taking natural works and quote Bible verses, and also tells them how God raised the trees also, for example.
I would like to agree with my group member. As he said, that evolution is a supported theory that all species come from a common ancestor through the process of natural selection, mutation, and genetic drift. Over time, these mechanisms lead to diversity of life, resulting in different species with unique characteristics. One key piece of evidence for evolution comes from molecular biology. By comparing the DNA or protein sequence, we can see the similarity of hemoglobin protein relationship.
Creationism is the belief of that life, earth, and the universe were created by a divine being. As described in religious texts such as the Bible, it emphasizes the purposeful creation of life rather than the random mutation and chance. Creationism supports the idea that the complexity and order of life are the evidence of intelligent design, which evolution does not explain that satisfactorily. Science has limits. It cannot answer questions like the meaning, the purpose, or the origin in an absolute sense. Creationism has those answers. Furthermore, evolution has issues and regarding the fossil record and unresolved issues in evolution biology.
Evolution should be the only theory that is taught in classrooms because evolution is based on observable evidence and scientific methods. It helps us understand the diversity of life through natural processes such as mutation and natural selection. So in contrast, creationism is rooted in religious beliefs, not in science. It cannot be proven or tested. So teaching creationism alongside evolution confuses students.
As we stand by saying that creationism is a belief that life or universe was created by a divine being, not by a random chance or natural selection. Like if you can generalize things, if you working in a particular room, then you reach out a computer on a table, then you will not say that the computer has built itself, but you will say someone has created it for a particular purpose. Now reflecting to the world, like oceans, mountains, trees, those things were created by someone for a particular purpose.
Thank you to our debaters for their thoughts-provoking arguments. The discussion on creationism and evolution highlights the complexity of understanding our origins. Thank you once again for joining us in this fascinating debate.